Welcome to the Stacy A. Cross Show. I am Stacy A. Cross. There's no E in my name. Every Friday at 8 a.m., I'll be coming through. We're talking health, we're talking wealth, and we're talking happiness. I'm a believer of freedom, personal growth, and your journey to success. So go ahead and share, subscribe, listen to this show because it's going to be an amazing one. As always, you can find me at www.thecomfortkillers.com. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go. What's going on, podcast world? I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that you're with me on a beautiful Friday. It is May 18, 2018. It's a great day. No matter when you're listening, though, it's a great day. You may be listening to this in the future. Like, my future self will thank your future self for listening, or it is your now self, or is it the present? Oh, man, I'm listening to Einstein. When I read Einstein stuff, that's how I start talking. Is it now? Is it really relativity? Is it up? Is it down? Is the moon here? You know? It's so funny. Someone said to me, this is how your conversation starts with a girl. Like, she's like, I can't with you. You're too much, you know? You ask people, hey, do you believe in the moon? Is the moon really there if you're not looking at it? And I'm like, man, what are you bringing up old stuff for? Well, it's very relevant. Today I got some things I'm going to read something in this Einstein book, and I think it pertains to you. Health, wealth, and happiness. That's what it's about. And also today I have with me on the show Thelonious C. Jones. It's coming up in the wealth segment. That's how we have it now, health, wealth, and happiness. So first we talk about health, and we talk about wealth, and Theo and Thelonious C. Jones is in that part. And then we have the happiness. That's going to be a nice one. Yeah, that's when you have to wait around for. And then when you get to it, you're going to be like, damn, I'm so happy that I waited. So a couple different things, couple different news before I go along. I opened up my channels. The internet does not like that. When I say the internet, I'm talking about the schemers and the scammers of the internet don't like that. Hey, I might have opened up my channels. I could have charged upwards of, $67, $100, $50, $37 per month to go inside the back end of my website, okay, as a user. Go in the back end of my website and get all the stuff that I've done before. And I'm talking about interviews. I'm talking about, these confidential things. The Comfort Killers Academy. The Comfort Killers Academy, I was at one point charging $37 per month and had a nice amount of people in there. And then I revamped it and I was saying, hey, go try it for free. And go do it. Go be in there. Lifetime access for free for my people now. Because I believe so much in personal growth and to get people off their couch and to get people, get their mind right. What are you going to offer? I could scream at you 1,000,000 times on YouTube. I could scream at you 1,000,000 times on Instagram. And if you don't have us there or me there on Instagram at Stacy A. Cross, at Stacy A. Cross really on everything. But the Comfort Killers, has its own channel on YouTube, and you could check that out where I'm coming across. A lot of my documentaries, everything I've done is on YouTube. So you might want to go there. It's www.youtube.com/The Comfort Killers. And, so I opened up this channel and allow people in. And I'm giving away the Comfort Killers Freedom System. Now, in the Freedom System, it's $1,200, more than $1,200 of value that you're getting for absolutely free. Just for putting your name, making a username, making a password, and going in this back end secured part of my website. And you could actually read my ebook. Yes, that's the Comfort Killers book, How to Change Your Life Using Tools You Already Have. You could go get that. Like, people think I'm insane, and I must be. But I believe in your journey to success. And I believe that there's, when I wanted to change my life and change my mindset and go into this whole new realm of business, entrepreneurship, and taking care of me and lifestyle by design and all that beautiful stuff and awakening and awareness, when I did, I had to scour the intranet. Okay. Peel away at every crevice, HTTPS. Sometimes I made it some places. I'm like, man, I'm a conspiracy theorist now. I went back too far. And I'm stuck up on my toes on some things. And, I read it and got it, but I didn't have a place, or there wasn't a place that had all this information. I'm talking affirmations, business starting, what it's going to like. Cause I didn't know that I was going to lose some of my friends, or, I didn't know that. I didn't know how to perceive that. So, this information wasn't there. So I had to learn. I had to do it. It's, it gets too much, And of course you have to understand how to be at work and this and that. There's all these philosophies and principles. So I said, you know what? I'm going to open this up. I'm going to open my channel, give you lifetime access to the Comfort Killers back end, the Comfort Killers Freedom System, the Comfort Killers Academy, and much more. So all you have to do is go to thecomfortkillers.com. I could have just said that. 5 minutes of talk. Could have just said, go to comfortkillers.com. Thecomfortkillers.com. Sign up. It is free. 100%. Okay. Marketers is not going to like me for this one. It's 100% free. There's no upsell. Okay. I want you to go in and I want you to get your mind right. Okay. So let's talk about health for a minute. And then we could get into the portion with Thelonious C. Jones. So I go to acupuncture. I don't know how many people here go to acupuncture. If you go to acupuncture, I went with someone. I went with my girlfriend, and she said, this is a fake acupuncture place, because there was no, like on TV, you see like the little old lady and you're laying naked, and there's needles all over, these little pikes, poking all over the place, like all on your back, like 100 million needles. And when we went, and we go to like this community acupuncture place where you pay on a scale, and they'll ask you, and it's up to you, hey, if you make this much, could you pay this much? If you make this much, could you pay this much? If you make this, could you pay this? And you just have to be honest. And, I always go with the lower one. Hey, hey, the lowest one, how much? 25. That's what I'm paying. But so we go in there, and it's couches, like a little, like lazy boys with like a blanket wrapped on it. And, you don't take off any of your clothes. You take off your socks, your shoes, and they start poking. Well, before you get a little assessment, they ask you, where you having troubles. My trouble is always the same. I get back cramps. I go there every time. They have a chart that they write in, but the chart is printer paper, and it's just noted on there, And I saw the old thing that I said, and it was like, hey, I got bad cramps. And so now I went there, and I think I went there for a neck. I have this neck pain, like this real dull kind of pain. So I went there. She went with me, and she was like, oh my God, this is it? And I was like, what the hell what do you want, man? What do you think this is, Hollywood, man? It's the acupuncture of Manayunk, and we're going there. I don't care, bro. So it actually helped. It did help. But the only thing I was kind of questioning was the fact that I said I had this neck pain. No damn needles went in my neck. I had one on the top of my head, my crown chakra, my pineal, a few on my hands, definitely a lot on my toes. One hurt like hell. But it's good. It's a good experience. I'm saying all of that to say this. I believe in alternative medicine. I don't believe just in grabbing 2 ibuprofens or 6, Tylenols. But when I have my cramps, bruh, So I wanted to read something today, and we're going to talk about, as far as health is concerned, we are going to talk about this one thing here. And this is taken from Natural Awakenings, and it is a Healthy Living, Healthy Planet regional magazine that comes around my neighborhood, and I always grab it because I'm into this stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I just am. I'm into health, wealth, and happiness, but like this alternative style, like, holistic treatments and cosmic care, and food, and how to make food more viable, and, how to really eat green and alkaline, like all that stuff. I am into it. There is definitely great benefits of it. So let's talk about leafy greens, lower the risk for heart disease. Heart disease in America is it still number 1 I wonder if it's still number one. I'm just going to check that real quick just because I have an internet connection and you have a little bit of time. So let's see what heart disease stats. Let's see, statistics. And all right. Maybe that shouldn't be the search. It should be the stats for death in America. Okay. All right. It is number one. It's been number one. Heart disease, you have made your way on this. If this was Rolling Stones or something that was constructive or, man, you would be the number one winner all the time. So heart disease, yes. Leading cause of deaths in the U.S. and right behind it is cancer. Below that is chronic lower respiratory disease. And then we have accidents, which are unintentional injuries, stroke after that, Alzheimer's, and then diabetes below, influenza, the flu, and pneumonia below that. So heart disease is the number one cause of death in America. And if that doesn't scare you, and the thing is, it shouldn't scare you. It shouldn't be like, oh my God, is it? Whoa. It shouldn't. We know this. It's reality. It's happening right now. But what we could do is lower our risks, especially when we talk about the law of averages. So I've been hugely looking into laws of the universe because I'm like, man, I abide to the law of gravity and also the season. I look at nature and I'm like, wow, this, I really, in the fall, we know what's going to happen. In the summer, we know what's going to happen. All these things happen naturally. And without your input or throughput, it's going to happen. So I look at that, I'm like, okay, how can I live my life more orderly within the laws and stop playing these damn games? So the first one, of course, is law of averages. And of course, when it's the principle that supposes most future events are likely to balance any past deviation from a presumed average. So if we're sitting home eating 100 burgers daily, right? Daily, French fries, burgers, ice cream, all of that. And, our cholesterol levels, and we just keep adding to that. Let's say for 45 years. And then on the 46th year, you're like, I'm going to change my life. Okay, the law of averages during those 45 years are weighing against you to heart disease, right? It's against you. But the moment you stop and you start playing within the law of averages and say, you know what? I am going to turn this around and balance this thing out and start going the other way. All right. So let's look a little bit more in the law of averages on a spiritual level. Of course, people are talking about statistics. I know the numbers, but let's talk about it on a spiritual level right now. And I want to get into how leafy greens lower risk for heart disease. And so look up law of averages. I really wanted to do something, but I cannot find what I wanted to say on the law of averages. Maybe I bring it back. But from the cosmic viewpoint, intelligence works through a law of averages, thus allowing for so-called accidents and failures to happen to people, which in part manifests as Darwin's survival of the fittest. This law of averages works to keep the balance of nature. In humans, the development of conscious intelligence makes the individual less a victim of the law of averages and more a controller and director of conditions. If you think independency terms, focus always on externals, you remain a victim of the law of averages. Okay? You have to start thinking as an independent conceiver of ideas. So the moment you switch your life around, you don't have to work at it for 45 years, right? To live healthy, another 45 years, you're 90 years old. Okay. By the time you're like, oh my God, by the time you're like, shit, either kill me or get me off of this planet. Who knows what you're saying at that point, or you're living the most fantastic life. But you have to know how these averages are weighed against you, because there's a law of balance in place that says, if you pull out from here, we have to remove, if you pull out and decrease here, it's going to have an increase here. It's going to balance itself out. And I've seen the law of balance in play, because my mentor owns a lot of properties here. Okay. So you're talking about, the millionaires and the billionaires are going to stay there. There's not going to be enough. How, people lose their money, right? And then gives another opportunity for someone to go. But as far as my mentor, he dropped, like, he had about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 properties here. And if you were to come here as a young gun in Manayunk and say, hey man, I want to get some properties. If you were to come and say, hey, I'm a young gun, I want this stuff, then all of a sudden you'll be like, everything's taken up. There's nothing. There's no room. Then here comes the law of balance in place. Now, all of a sudden, my mentor says, you know what? I don't want this place. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to put it back on the market. So there's always this constant moving of ebb and flow and balance, giving people opportunities that once thought they didn't have any, giving other people, let them go learn something else or this and that, and they have different ideas. It's just this beautiful concept of the world constantly moving and shifting to allow new people in. Now the universe, it's just beautiful. If you don't think that shit, then get off of this podcast. Here, leafy greens lowers lower risk for heart disease. Leafy greens, which are rich in vitamin K, have again been shown to provide outsized benefits for heart health. Researchers from Medical College of Georgia at Augusta University found that a reduced intake of vitamin K1 leads to more than triple the risk of an enlargement of the heart's left ventricle, which reduces blood pumping volume. According to the study published in the Journal of Nutrition, researchers followed diet records of 766 participants aged 14 to 18 and monitored their vascular structure and functionality. When compared to those that with the highest intake of vitamin K from foods such as spinach, cabbage, other leafy green vegetables, those with the lowest intake were more likely to experience vascular enlargement. So that's what we have for the health category, and we will be right back after this. And we are here at the Stacy A Cross Show, and we're talking health, wealth, and happiness. Today's episode, though, we love those truckers. So in 3, 2, 1, I want to hear the sound of your horn if you are driving and you are driving a freight trailer, halfback, Snapchat, whatever. I want to hear those horns. Even if you're in a whip, you're in a car, go ahead and blow the horns. We're coming back with the next segment, wealth, baby. Hey, what's up? You want to know what's keeping America going? Let's talk about truck drivers. This segment of the wealth segment is for you. It is the main course today, and we're talking with Thelonious C. Jones. Thelonious C. Jones is a real estate investor. He's a developer. He's a solutionist. He is really an author of many books. I know of 3. The world knows of 2. There's one that's in the pocket, and I'm telling you, this guy needs to put that one out because that one is killer. But the 2 that you know, or you at least you should know, is What the Real Estate Gurus Don't Tell You. You can find more information on that at gurusdon'ttellyu.com. But it's about how to avoid getting scammed and losing money in real estate investing. The reason why people don't go into something that they know is because they've been burnt before, or go into something that they know they need is because they have that bad taste in their mouth. We speak about that bad taste in your mouth. Also, Thelonious C. Jones also penned a financial guide, a real foolproof financial guide that has many testimonies of it working, for it being such a small book. And Thelonious C. Jones, one thing you should know about it, he's a very practical guy. He's a pragmatic, practical guy looking at reality and saying, okay, how can I improve my state? But also he looked at these financial books and you have to bring out a dictionary to read the book, and then the book is like 500, 600 pages. It don't do you any justice to take a year to read a book and really understand it to get started right away. So Theo said, you know what, bump that. We're going to have this baby book that you could eat in a day. It's, let's see, I got it right here with me. It's about 56 pages, 55 pages of real information to get you to stack your money. This book is called How to Stack Your Money. You can find out more information about that at howtostackyourmoney.com. You can find more information about Theo at TheloniousCJones.com. And listen in, even if you're not a trucker, yes, we're dedicating this segment to truckers because we believe in what you're doing for America, and we're saying salute you. Thank you, and we want to talk to you during this segment. But even if you're not, understand, I know you got a family member, my brother, got a couple of them, but one of them is a truck driver, make his living from that, just building his home from that, and building his life from that. I have uncles and I have cousins that are driving trucks on a daily basis, putting bread on their table, food in the kid's mouth, clothes on the kid's back, and they're trying to make the best life that they know. And this is for those that are interested, though, in passive income, and passive income specifically through real estate investing. I have one cousin that jumped on it, and he's already got about 2 properties on the contract. So it's good to know about this stuff from someone as real as Thelonious C. Jones, and has been doing it. He's have a lot of experience in this, and we're going to talk to him right now. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for being here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have here on a call with me the one and only Thelonious C. Jones, author of How to Stack Your Money, What the Real Estate Gurus Don't Tell You, and an avid real estate investor solutionist. They call you the realest real estate investor. Welcome. He's my friend, okay? My friend, someone I believe in truly. We've done work together, and we're here to talk about something special that we've done together, and how has it hit home for me and America. Welcome, Theo, to the Stacy A. Cross Show. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me, and I'm just looking forward to giving some insight today and talking for a minute, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I just opened up, when I don't know if you ever did this. Back in the day, I used to open up the Bible and just, swift my hand across and see what it says, right? And then that was the message for me. You ever did that?
Yeah, I did. I remember doing that as a kid, and I went to Catholic school for the last 3 years of high school, so, I definitely I studied the Bible there, so yeah, I used to do that a lot, and just read a verse, just get it in real quick, and just try to get that one nugget for the day.
Well, here goes the nugget, because I opened up your How to Stack Your Money book, okay? And guys, if you're interested in that, How to Stack Your Money, it's howtostackyourmoney.com, and I went right to the stats and just opened up, right, big stats. And it says here 55% of American households do not have enough liquid savings to replace 1 month's worth of lost income. That's a powerful stat. It's scary at the same time, and it really is the backbone of what we're going to talk about today when it comes to America, and more specifically, truck drivers in America.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My brother is a truck driver, my cousin truck driver, my uncle, he owns a couple fleet. In fact, one of his trucks was I didn't even know people actually did this, stolen right out of the yard with resources, with the whole damn pickup inside of the truck. It hurt. It hurt. When my grandmother knows about it, and she don't know nothing about the industry, but she knows you just lost one, okay? Of course, we got insurance now. We got all those things. But immediately, 55% of American households do not have enough liquid savings to replace 1 month's worth of lost income. Why did you have a feeling to tailor an entire course, an entire program, a system around helping truck drivers? Why truck drivers?
First of all, truck drivers are the backbone of this country. Second of all, I was a truck driver from 2008 to 2010. So with that said,
trucking is not something you just kind of leave, even though you may stop truck driving. You don't, like, just leave the culture. A lot of my best friends are still truck drivers, so I'm still involved in it to a certain extent. I'm still a member of one of the biggest truck driver associations in America, so it's just, it doesn't leave you. And I understand truckers, and the reason it doesn't leave you is because you understand you're dealing with individuals that are committed, focused, driven, and those qualities in people you look for. So that's why I wanted to dedicate an entire course to not only the people that keep, the individuals that keep our country running, but give back to the individuals that I know are serious and will take action in moving forward to get that passive income and acquiring rental property. And I know truckers can do that. So that's basically why I had to do this. Mandatory.
Yeah. So there you have it. It's purpose, and of course, when you come from that background, there's always a piece of you that's always still that. And you mentioned this to me that you're working on, tailoring a segment of the course to this group. And we've worked on a system already. And when you said that to me, it made sense because I go back home and I'm speaking to my brother, and he tells me that, his truck was in the shop. It's always constantly, something's always going on with that truck. I was starting to think it's him. It wasn't, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, what's going on, brother? Like, this damn truck is always up to something. But then when he told me about a health problem that he had where he started getting muscle atrophy, and he had to stop driving for a while. And when when the truck stops, the income stops. And the mortgage don't stop. You still got to pay that. The car payments don't stop. You got the kids. You got to get the grocery. All of those other things don't stop just because you have a health problem. So it makes sense that we start tailoring our focus and switching our mindset. How do we build passive income? I mean, for all America, for all people within the land here, that's the American dream. Is how do you build passive income? Well, for me, asking you this question, why real estate, though? There's so many other endeavors to go. Why is that so mandatory for you in real estate?
The reason I think it's ideal not only for me but for other truck drivers is because I feel like most truckers, 80%, they're driven individuals. They want to be at the wheel driving, doing their thing, having control. And with that said, when you put your money, and hey, it's no harm, no foul, you guys. Everybody invests differently. This is just my philosophy. When you invest in Walmart, McDonald's, or Starbucks, and say there's some E. coli that happens at Starbucks, their stock is going to go down, and if you're invested in that stock, it's going to go down due to something out of your control. And I just know from trucking and the individuals I deal with, they want to be in control, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think at times we're taught that's a bad thing. So real estate, I control. The 401k is linked to the stock market. So like I said, once again, that is predatory on something else. One thing I know for sure, the rent is the rent. Okay? That's one thing I know for sure. The stock market goes up every minute. We haven't been on this call, just me saying this sentence, something changed on your stock right now. Just now, it just changed. The rent is locked in. So if you want to have control on something where it's locked in and it's not this day-to-day volatility and not controlled by some other outside factors, which I know that's what truckers are looking for, then rental property is where it's at for you. I mean, it's simple. Rental property is where it's at. Get the lease signed, and guess what? When the truck goes bad, you may have an extra $500-$600 coming in a month, $1,000 coming in a month to help pay for the truck or help subsidize. You have to take that couple days off or whatever it may be. So That's why I know this is ideal for my truckers, and I know that they got to make a move on it. It's an investment. It's just an investment in you and your future.
Yeah, that's important. Here's another stat. 71% of Americans were concerned about having enough money to cover everyday expenses. This is, and I know these stats are, I believe about 2015 you took these stats, so these numbers just go up, you know. Yeah. And, you know, looking at my family, first of all, I believe real estate, just like you, is just a solid foundation to build wealth. It's always has been. That's one of the oldest form of wealth building, and it's still today, and even now today, it's even this point where we are. The inventory is so low. It's like prized possessions to go into this thing. Now is the time to get into real estate. Now is the time. A seller's market for sure, but now is the time to really get a hold on what am I going to do for my future. You have kids, you know, college is coming up, you know, small, large, you know, you have to invest in your future and leave a solid foundation for your family and beyond. And I know truckers think of that. They're out on the road every day. All they do is think, you know. So you have a lot of time to think of all of these things. So it's where do you put your focus and concentration, and having a system to help you do that is, I believe, was your focus and concentration in getting this out. Now, is this an easy transition, do you believe? You know, can someone sign in, and start immediately getting the information? And I know truckers are not these instant gratification types, and I appreciate that about them. They will go the long haul. They know to follow through, and they know how to really set goals and targets. But it is a whole different language. You know, you talk about the trucker industry. It is a whole different language, and people got a bad taste in their mouth, you know, since the 2008 market crash. You know, this bad taste, or maybe they dabbled into different things before. They dabbled into this whole passive income thing. Maybe they even dabbled into real estate before. It didn't quite work out, and they're left with a bad taste. And I think you tackled this taste, and the tackle was people didn't give them the raw deal up front.
Yeah, and you're 100% correct, first of all. Second of all, that's kind of my story. You know, when I first got into real estate in 2008, when the market was changing drastically, obviously when it was falling. So the first rental property I tried to buy, it did not go through. The deal did not go through because the lending didn't go through. I didn't know what I was doing. Laws, everything was changing. It was just a lot of commotion in the market. But luckily, about 8 months later, in 2009, I was able to close on my first rental property at the young age of 22. But the reason I tell you that is because the course, let me back up 1 second. Before I got that rental property, I was missing some skills, okay? Basic skills. And one thing I noticed with that, a lot of the real estate gurus, the self-proclaimed real estate gurus, they don't really tell you this, they don't really teach you, give you, and help you embrace the skill set you need to not only be successful in real estate, but in business and entrepreneurship. And that's what the course is about. It's about laying the foundation. Like, you're going to learn, you're going to have the skill of learning how to call a bank and ask the right questions and get the money that you need to get. You're going to have the skills of learning how to hire the right agent, qualifying the right agent for you and what you're trying to accomplish. You're going to learn how to find what are the red flags to look for when you're hiring a contractor if you're doing a renovation. I mean, these are self-reflection questions, like you're saying, where you ask yourself, do you need to be managing that property, or do you need to hire a property manager? You see what I'm saying? So you're going to get these basic core skill sets that you need in general. Then you just, when you apply that to the real estate, when you apply that to the rental, it's like steroids, man. It's booming. You know what I mean? Because you have the skill sets, you have the knowledge. Like I'm saying, the deal went bad. My first deal, I was kind of thrown off because I didn't have the skill set. But after you have 10 deals go bad, you start to learn, man, that ain't no big deal, whatever. We just gonna go find another one. We're just gonna do another one. We'll find another lender, a better agent, a better contractor. There's that. You see what I'm saying? Because it does not phase you, and that's why I'm focusing it to truckers. Because truckers, they be rolling down the interstate, the tire pop off. I'm rolling down the interstate, they shut the whole highway down because of the snow avalanche. We shut that highway down because the car flipped over. So you're used to adversity and moving through things. So that's why this course is perfect for truckers, because you're able to just say, oh, man, or whatever, man. We just keep moving forward. I have the skill set. Once I have my CDL, I have the skill set to go out here and make things happen. Same with this course. Once I have the certified systems to buying rental property, I'm good, man. You know, they can throw as many hurdles and speed bumps at me, car accidents, avalanche, freeway shutdowns, detours,
E-logs,
you know what I mean, bad loads, you know what I mean, crappy trailers, like here in Atlanta when the freaking freeway burnt in half, we got to take a detour for 3 months. We just going to get through it, man, period. So that's what this course is for, and that's why I've aimed it for truckers, because I hate to say, and this is no hate to other people out there, I just know truckers got that umph in them. You know, the person at Walmart, I can't really account for them. You know what I mean? I asked them for something on that. I was in Home Depot today asking for a part. The aisle was shut down. And I said to the girl, hey, man, I need to get on this aisle to get this part. She went and talked to the lady, the dude on the other. Oh, man, we ain't got that. I'm like, okay, man, that's cool. I'm going to still wait for you to get done, and I'm going to go check myself, because I'm a trucker. That's what truckers do. You feel me? Like, you may tell me it's good, but I'm still going to make sure I'm going to back up to this dock correctly. You know what I'm saying? Then she let me in the aisle, and they had like 4 of them things in stock. And I walked out, and the dude asked me, oh, man, we got that? I'm like, hey, bro, you work here, bro, not me. I got what I need. Have a good day. You see what I'm saying? But the average trucker is not like that. That is not your mentality. You see what I'm saying? Your mentality is, I'm going to check the thing anyway and get what I need to get and get up out of here, because we ain't going to let one person's opinion or one person's whatever they got going over there stop me from getting where I got to. I got to get this load here on time and get paid. I got to get this platform, get this rental property, and have passive income. That's what this is.
You know, this is so true, because as you were saying that, situation came up where my brother says, and I told you guys, the truck was always down. He got to a point where he knows how to fix. He said he don't got to pay no mechanics. He got the tools. He got enough tools to open up his own mechanic shop just to fix trucks. He got so good at it. He never let that thing go down to a point where he doesn't know, and he gives control to someone else. And I think the control piece here for truckers, they just want to know, hey, what's that? Okay, the next time that ain't going to happen to me. Why? Because I know exactly how to circumvent, detour, adapt, get flexible, fix, assert. You see what I'm saying? Learn, and they're good at that. So you're absolutely right. Yeah, no bumps. They get bumps in the road. Matter of fact, they get potholes in the road. Things change all the time. And I believe just having this system, because it's so easily duplicatable. You know, the reason was the bad taste because you didn't have the skills, and you said it happened to you. But once you have the skills, the knowledge, it's the same knowledge every deal, the same information every deal, different circumstances, unique in its way, but it's duplicatable because that knowledge is already there, the skill set. You don't have to go get your CDL every time you go out on the road. You don't have to go back to training every time. You got the basic foundation knowledge, and I believe that's what certified rental property gives you, is that basic foundation knowledge, no fluff, real information. And a great part of it is the advantages of taking it with you on the road. And I believe that you have over, 15 hours of content in there.
Oh, yeah. And it's about over 15 hours, and well over half of it is on audio. So you just hop into your truck, put it on your phone, do whatever you need to do. Put on your MP3 player if you still got one. It doesn't matter. Listen to it while you're on the road. I didn't want you to be sucked into the computer screen. Oh, I got to get on the course. I got to read the ebook. No, man, we're just going to put it here. You get your money, and at the same time, learn how to get some more money. You see what I'm saying?
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So where could we get as many truckers signed up today as we possibly can via this show? Where could we go?
For all my truckers, I need you to go to certifiedrentalproperty.com. Once again, certifiedrentalproperty.com. Go check it out. Go invest. The course is it's so complete, comprehensive from every angle. And if you want to do this, or you're serious about getting in a rental property, getting that passive income coming in every month, this is for you, hands down. So just invest in it. Take a time. Go check out the website, CertifiedRentalProperty.com. And, I guarantee you it's going to take you to that next level.
I love it. And for all my truckers, family included, out there in America right now, bringing the communities, the neighborhoods, the towns, the cities, the groceries they need, the clothing, the cement, the everything, what can you think of that doesn't get transported locally in your communities, in towns, developing the cities all across America, keeping us going to those stores, keeping us fit, keeping us everything. What else? What doesn't get transported by trucks right now?
Everything.
I cannot think of anything that I wouldn't need that hasn't been transported by truck. So if you're out in the road and maybe a truck, you're stuck behind a truck, think about what you're doing when you curse a trucker out and put your middle finger up and you're mad because, you woke up late, went on the road late, now you're stuck. You're stuck behind someone that's keeping America going, okay? So show some respect to our truckers of America. And truckers of America, we appreciate you, the Stacy A. Cross Show. I appreciate you. I appreciate my family, everyone that's out there investing, personally growing themselves to develop income passively and doing it for their kids, doing it to hold the foundation down. I appreciate you so much. And I appreciate you, Theo, for dedicating just a great portion of your life to giving back to a community that really is vibrant and means a lot. So I want to thank you.
Oh, thank you for having me on. And like you said, thank you to all the truckers out there and keeping things rolling.
Love it. All right, guys, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back with the next segment of the Stacy A. Cross Show. Remember, everything that you need is in the description, all the links, and we'll be right back after these messages.
If you're ready to get your word and your message out about your product, service, yourself, what you're doing, and you want to garner support, well, we want you to sponsor a episode here on the Stacy A. Cross Show. We're an internationally syndicated show and can be found on all the major podcast outlets such as iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Podbean, Spotify, and much more. Get the attention that you rightfully deserve, and by me. Who else but to promote and get your message out there better than Stacy A. Cross? And there's no E in my name. Email us hello@thecomfortkillers.com and get started right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to an almost close of the show, and I hope you had an amazing time with me. It's been quite a journey. The last segment is, of course, happiness, but before we get into that segment, I want to open up the channel so you know how to contact us, leave a message, and bring your questions to the Stacy A. Cross Show. It's very important that we have that engagement. That's one thing that I really believe in is when we're talking back and forth and when we're able to help you out, then we're actually doing something right. So send all your questions to me, Stacy@thecomfortkillers.com. I would get them, we sort through them, and then we'll answer them right on the show. If you just want to shout yourself out, go ahead. That's fine too. I want to shout you out on the show. Before that, just know that I have my book, my first book, The Comfort Killers, Your Journey to Success, How to Change Your Life Using Tools You Already Have, is available right now on Amazon. The link is in description. And as I mentioned before, I want you to get the Comfort Killers system going to the back end of our website so that you could really get the tools and resources, the information that you need to build that life that you want, to create that life that you want through self-discovery. Everything falls back down to self-discovery and knowing who you are. You cannot win any other way. So stay tuned. The next segment is coming up. I wanted to give you that message. Send an email to Stacy@thecomfortkillers.com if you have any questions, anything that you want to talk about, maybe you even want to get interviewed. If you want to have a conversation with me, I open the channels up for that too. It's a free-flowing channel, and we could discuss anything you would like as long as it stays in the category of health, wealth, and happiness. And all you have to do is go to thecomfortkillers.com/podcast. thecomfortkillers.com/podcast. There's a form there. I need you to fill that form out, and we'll take it from there to get you scheduled to come on this show every Friday at 8 a.m. This show is syndicated, and I want to hear you on it. I know you guys are out there doing great things. So without further ado, let's end the show out with happiness. We'll start off with a quote and go from there. I'll see you soon. Welcome to the last segment, happiness, and it completes the trilogy, health, wealth, and happiness. It completes that. Today we are talking about one effective thing that you could do today, right now, to help you in the state of your happiness and well-being. Okay. We strive for happiness, but it's not a destination, man. This thing lives within us. You're either happy or you're not. You're either living life to the fullest or you're not. You're either, really enjoying and vibrantly vibrating great energy, or you are not. So there are some things that could help you to really effectively tear away things that are not so-called help you with the happiness environment. That's the best way for me to put it. And I've gotten this nugget, and I try it out most of the times throughout my life. I did a show on Grant Cardone TV a year ago, or a year and some change ago, where I said, the road to happiness is like getting up and brushing your teeth, making your bed. And I really believe that. You feel good when you take care of your environment. So this is another environment tip that you could use to really start peeling away at the stuff. And this thing here has helped me, and I'm probably one of the only one that believe in it. I am not a hoarder. Okay, that's the first thing. I am not a hoarder of stuff, not a hoarder of knowledge, not a hoarder of information. I give this stuff out freely to the world. So what I want you to do is look around at all your paper stuff. We save our income taxes. Most of the time we do our income taxes with an accountant, and our accountant has our stuff filed in their computer. I saw my accountant just before the business income tax date, and I said, hey, what tell me about my last year's, I just wanted to refresh my memory. He clicked one button, and there it was, all my information. If I ever needed that, I'll hit, hey, I need this information printed out, or send it to me PDF, and then I'll print it out as needed. And we have old bills that are around. I just pulled the bag out because now I'm cleansing. That's why I'm giving you this happiness nugget. So I'm cleansing, and I'm realizing that why do I have all these old ass 2008 bills, 2008 stuff? Let's get rid of that. Let's throw them out. So look around your home and look around, really dig deep, because that bag, I don't know, maybe you have a bag or a box with all these old things. Throw them out, toss them out, get them shredded, or whatever you do. I'm not scared, okay? I know there's many people that, they're victims of self-identity. I rip them up twice, throw them out in the garbage. I don't, if you got time to go through the garbage and get my shit, okay? I don't know. I'm not going to just be like, oh my God, I need this. I get that. But if you do need a shredded, go get the shredded and throw the stuff out, okay? You don't need it. Matter of fact, if you look at some of the stuff dates, you're like, I never needed it. So go through your stuff, throw things out, get rid of all the paper stuff, and start cleaning your area. This will bring much, it feels lighter, and it gets that environment to support your happiness state. Because when you look around and you're digging through, you don't want to see those old freaking journals and stuff that you never will go back to. Trust me on that. So that's your happiness segment. Again, I want to thank you so much for staying tuned. I know it's a longer version of the Stacy A. Cross Show. Hope you like it. If you do like it, I would love your feedback. You could reach out to us, hello@thecomfortkillers.com. Go to thecomfortkillers.com. We're dropping articles there on a daily basis, really. And we're doing everything we can to really hone in on personal growth and self-discovery. That's where we are. Everything begins there. And it really begins with peeling away, not more addition, not more multiplication, but really subtraction, and peeling away at all these layers of fable and disgust and regret and, anything negative that you have and you're taking with you like baggage. So we want to hear your feedback. How do you like the new show? How do you like Fridays at 8 a.m.? That's crazy, right? Fridays at 8 a.m. Keep you up on your toes, get you started for a great weekend. Again, you want to sponsor, you heard the information. All the music that you heard in today's show, other than, I have Ben Sound. So if you want your royalty-free music, go to bensound.com. Definitely a great resource if you want royalty-free music. But I do have in there "This Is America" by Childish Gambino, and I think we're gonna go out with that because I love that track. I mean, if you watch the video, a lot of people are trying to understand the video and what's happening. There's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of hidden meaning and messages. I love it. So we're gonna end with that, and I want to thank you again for listening to the Stacy A. Cross Show. Do us, yourself, and everyone a favor in the world and subscribe, share it out to your network, and make this thing heard. It is I am Stacy A. Cross, and there is no E in my name. Until next Friday, peace. You've just listened to a episode of the Stacy A. Cross Show. You can subscribe and get more episodes on my website, stacyacross.com, and my company's website, thecomfortkillers.com. As always, you can get me on all my social media at Stacy A. Cross. Go ahead and subscribe, and we will see you next week. I am.